Jambeja di se Baba Jamal and I feel no lawyer Fati I will mujinamu as a lawyers Edma Odo Broni Preselano say and some Baba Tabon tennis lawyer see me no alleged womanum say omojai omonko and Vamodo Bruni omo pese omo chese omo resign na buja ensembe to abonteno aye nwanwa kakra e chese enchaye ene beto dwa se lawyer kusia no no nso ejina mu de ama eye mama kusia se wa no lawyer kusi grant interview bi na waka no interview no se nkrofo hwetia na hwetia ye na yere se woni ne kuna nkasa omo bekunu enti se mele bibedu no no lawyer kusi no Ghana for ba bete se wa resign de fra kusia se wa chia na ye sa threat na ekoso no yanka bi shemu na nenso sabio yekoda esole ya allege ne se lawyer Fati and Baba Jamal omo se omojai se omo support ana omo ko okoden edam Odo Broni adai bibi wo ho threatin bi akoso ana sedie yankoi yankwaji nsem nchirma haguso yeke Black Media
say na to say which will affect the children. So what's the fair your lawyer now say who you will be or dream I mean the first thing you think about is her family. It can't be a better so bit me class and so short time and can a man who was the first line of thinking. It's not about whether the case was wrong or right. So that's the answer to that question. Thank you.
Junior, me say wasem. Junior, me say wasem. Who say the lawyers no? Junior,
state cannot afford it. Simple as that.
Yeah, rich man's right. Junior, who say lawyers no boy on her case?
I said, almost they did anything extraordinary, but say simple. Come and prosecute your case. At this point, my lawyers not you be as out. Prosecution and come and prove your case. Bra establish it. Because me, that means say there will be a bit me do and say submission of no case because charges nene video norm they tire hono. Any charges no and match it. Indeed, at the end of the day, no background by your Jamal court. Lawyer no will file a submission of no case. And it's likely, there's a high likelihood say, Judge and Jamal say match my pamu case. But I know mama then drew on come and prosecute your case, when the man got prosecuted. That's bad. But say Emma was persecuted, he wasn't prosecuted. From day one, way of arrest till everything. It was just imagine say only prosecutor akasa. Sorry, investigator akasa. Oh, you grant the bill say. What you are not back? Say order from above. Why should somebody mentions that? That means people have interest in the matter. Higher people, higher authority. Is that the chest this person? We are showing her where the power lies. So that's all. That's all it's all about.
What are you telling me? Order from above, Junior. Pacho.
Around like the first day of arrest, the second day, no, say police wait me hold you 48 hours, right? Without any reason, wait me hold you 48 hours. After 48 hours, now have couple say that they apply. So one year no man for 1 quarter, also to me jail, and also to me now, right? But first, you change the first day, no. Everyone say around the next morning, no. You change another. So the next morning, no. Echo na nyuma be 4 p.m. Ya can be we. I feel the to our prosecutor this investigator say no. Order from above say. It's mine. Into your prayer answer the that day.
Order from above say my injano.
They say even one of the prosecutors can say when your case be but and say a woman. I don't want to talk and say a woman no, it's above us. That's what they told me. He said it's above them.
Okay.
Junior, one.
Just imagine say.
I think the same people who were involved.
Just imagine say you did. If I was here,
you were also not interested again.
They say this is a person. He was all out and about, or Ghana, or call anniversary. Then sorry to say the fake arrest warrant in Namukran. Date no. Any data name I will have be brain. Went me out watching I you. Nippani is so too quiet. And as somebody I didn't could jar immigration. Say the Pani is so too quiet watching. When you can even invite the person, you can even arrest the person whilst the person is here.
Miracle watching, not Miracle watching. Miracle watching so Hagana, but too quiet.
You see, aha, it's saying so young people need now say you do Brunia. Na emede because sabe they did emano. Ebian everybody mu dey pay. Honambo say, and I can see what you are saying, right?
No, also who said the best mature say and yet somebody special because on one you did in another BC. Omo the got a miracle.
I'm telling you, sir,
but always
system.
Let's say lawyer from
so you cannot say am I
so the system is not bad. It's bad. So that
Eugene, my mention say the lawyer from Cardinal, the lawyer from Cardinal Group. Me share name say I'm say we are just even I'm say
Miracle is different. Miracle no.
Different man now. What the turbo crab beba. On the one you go on the
it's a different case to him at the person compare no. Okay.
To my future, some of the would debate it.
The Eugene person check to future.
The same cases. I'm not saying
the Eugene person check they say. Miracle is the future to the Eugene can right.
No.
The Eugene person check they say.
I'm not going into the say the same case. There's no Miracle could be open and actually radio station.
It was abuse of power. Simple as that. Police for now who are busy on power.
Future, you know, this case in the what's in the term you use that as an instance. It's not like the same case.
They say, hey, Miracle is all like all radio station. Wait.
What in Miracle? You to pan a chain or return about.
Or returning your chain exactly.
The old two coin. Clarify cherry.
Say Nipano, open it to the a simple and formal invite. And you see, when these are political figures, I don't agree with the way you Miracle Menyadano, but at least he said it's a whole political figure. Nipo Mudineshi, a simple invite will do.
Almost come and invite that. He's already been invited and they were doing an investigation. I know two coin, no who's on person say no who's two coin. Oh no, the question say oh.
It was never true, please. It was never.
I've read it. I've read their report.
It was never true. They didn't invited her for criminal case.
Prior to the arrest,
they never invited her for that, please.
Titi Emma, the accountant.
They
Emma, Nipa, an accountant, or said, and then uncle was to a scanner or Modia to say at the time, I think it was a decentralization where say committee, then Nipa was secretary, was to appear. Okay, to permit my be a yoko, we know other choices here, but anyway, number them and say, American no free account to move a chair and just be able to coin. The honor number them clarify. Politicians and also no economic and organized crime, no, and corruption cases. The charges bear 5 or 6. Okay, and if you want to even try to match it with Radiana, is nowhere near. I told you case whereby I the purpose time say a criminal say well me match and say the person who charge in a sacrament comment because we knew where the criminal aspect in the I came here to explain so many times. Okay, where the charges of criminals. I want to see their charges. And maybe because section 208, section 207. Alex by the time we say no one can or say no on farm out and I'm not person who charge a crime, but as for the criminal aspect, I mean somebody of course he can make that claim now on the defamation. It's up to the court to come up with this explanation and the criminal aspect, because and that is what normally that's what they use as section 208, 207, the breach of the peace in the fabrication of false news to intimidate political opponent. I brought your mother's way now, but a lot of lawyers have spoken against it. That criminal libel law in 2008.
But future. Why not? Fairness say or categorize case we say case we a criminal and as a case we say a civil. After a case,
as a police service and decided
police following enforced, but basically, who as we say, who as a citizen, so no doing as a reporter, police, who corner say police for a civil, they can tell you, okay, they can tell you with any criminal. I mean, police for those who learn the law. I think it almost a win any criminal because before say about was here, they can't the offense now why any child. Okay, you want to mention without a offense, you mention without a law, so a breach law, there is a prosecutor. Until police now have to come out with a charge. But the offense away, as an agent also. As we say, the prosecution, the beholder, and say, anything malicious prosecution on the constitution. And say this is not criminal.
Future. I think the mistake in Ghana, uptown, police, no, they are not experts in law, right? You go to police training, and your law now so sometimes they get confused about the law. So they not independent prosecutors.
No, I think that they learn it. The prosecutor, no, your police prosecutor, they learn the law. I mean, they are quite familiar with the law.
The investigators also go through training.
They go through law. You know,
law no part is a lawyer. Maybe person like.
And now they are more training or more for that, especially as
yes, as long as on say no do criminal act no. What's your criminal act just to investigate a case and set up charges. So it's
now then sometimes you could do other prosecutors
before so can't the crime now why constitution. I think that's the 19 also can offense now why you know defining law. It is a woman. I don't know what you now.
One is here.
That's why that was my argument from the beginning. And I'm going to say I'm looking for the charge. And so now I'll say anything about it from the beginning. At some way,
yes, no time. Almost a chi emano. You were the one and they called first. Say we withdraw. When you came here, we say the warrant of the man. Who train you anyway. But here comes they also like saying the police arrested the lady without a warrant, but also by you saw it, but then training you couldn't even see anything. So in one breath, no, Omoka said the police arrested her without a warrant, but the lawyer also call say there was a warrant, but not training. So
you want to explain a simple explanation to that? When I refer to me, you see, you can hold a document, but document is not what the document is. Simple. First time, catch them say, you arrested no more 5 warrants behind me at that instance. It was the next day. People some say warrants no way. And immigration phone say, and they just refer police form. And a police be far for you. One be far no. You call honum no warrants no. At that moment, so until the next day, now they were hesitating. Someone found me, and let me tell you how this thing works. You go police station as a lawyer, and you're gonna go through your weight around. That's not the courtroom. So it's like, oh, there. So the next day, and I'm investigator as a warrant, Nini. So, Mr. Tate sent me a question, but then time no senior lawyer. This is a warrant. It was very faint. Judge in the credit. So the question is, you are holding something like a warrant, but is it a warrant? No, it isn't. That's the simple thing. Adena Ukrano, it looks fake. So me busana senior lawyer can say momentum, and I'm coming. So from day one, like this thing is not a warrant. They are saying they have a warrant, yes, but I'm telling you they are not having a warrant. So it's as simple as ABC. Miriam.
Me patch me one question. Since I know we are involved now, me patch the case no. The charge be near the born. So we know.
3 charges. Offensive conduct,
breach of the peace.
Offensive conduct. And I'm 111. But you see, me can charges in me say these charges. The last leg of the charges, they say it should be affecting the public. This is a private issue. This will be I won't cry there. And that's only amount for war. How does it cause tension in the public? There's no way you can substantiate this with the facts.
I'm checking, sure.
So here. In the charges not the bond here from the one I catch them say. May the men make us a simple say the same video. They tell me. And one on the so the acquire mammy bibi and prosecute mammy na inquisition. That's all. Unless a biom will be different now, the update charges media, that's fine.
So the publisher also say obi ko case for police station police in the back category say we criminal, we civil. So it means it's not the civilian. And I say nipa na complainant in the catch say case we munyan criminal case emami, right? If I understand.
Yeah, some now they could done police now. Why do them a criminal issue now could deal with? This one doesn't even need explanation. Who said that why would you look at a civil mawa, meba? A civil mawa, meba. and how do I could jail lawyers? But who said there's a criminal element? So you believe in your own face,
and
there's a criminal
element. Also, police need to be advised. Police need to be advised. So anyway, say
that's future exactly. And only as maybe sabot any pani do police station hono. A police no na now on the case no who say ye beko ask as a beer ye pursue as a criminal and say
questions now busani nyina no the power. Do you know what? It will build to the point say there was something behind this thing. There was something behind this thing. Or questions now building in a Namunim saying yes, I don't know you say that means and it gets to a point, lawyers go and sit at the round table. And the thing is, if you want us to withdraw this matter, you have to do this. What kind of blackmail is that? Come on.
So I say no, the now can is not true. The man
I wasn't there, but this thing, the accused. Some more charging. The accused, no, that was the information she passed to me. Said she was there, and it's like some same way mudia. And a mom's go jam once a man, civil shoes na withdraw. So if the accused is lying, I'm lying. I wasn't there. No. Then time maybe we'll be back for CID headquarters. Then I'm calling me. So I think they had.
But you know why the accuser could be lying? Because accused on one breath, on a man forcing
Go.
I've explained. I've explained this thing. Eugene say. A chopper and now negotiations is to get the lady to leave Ghana. Simple. Some way.
Listen. Oh, Kasa, your
no mention as a mamacho. It's a team of lawyers. Yeah, baby, yeah, shiny. Pipano, do you answer also can a mansa? Also, answer a Ghana and Trimanson. It's what I'm trying to say is only mouse will train in Champion. And as I say, me who say, oh, awesome, you have a case, clear one. Me, quite be a first while me too say, Yantry Mouse on Yantry. But where didn't now Shana Mameno, name now honum, you bet me a macro finance, Emma. Oh, but your mouse one a day. You see, that's how we wait last time.
Junior, my own because you can't work as one say.
You know, my Miss Awasem. The old can say, accuse Nakaya. Accuse no, so when your mamma no,
accuse only any Panamena.
A central question I am Musa Junior. You're training Junior. Can you officially tell us what were the charges against Queen?
Oh, my man, let's remember.
Those and as a junior, there may be three charges be an echo.
I'm 3 charges from the board.
Okay, but
let me see.
I was on Facebook.
Because I asked this because when we know the charges, then we will know the weight of the charges and see whether this case
charges may I just have a comment to you, but offensive conduct. Sometimes I'm the F3. But I future camera F3. This I'm question me I'm for church my culture.
That's the only charge you can think of somebody try to use. That's the only charge.
Junior case I want to first lawyer. First lawyer, Junior, you don't remember the charges?
You don't know the charges. What
am I using the charges for? Come on, man.
Junior,
it should be offered.
It shouldn't be offered because, what makes it very irrelevant to me? What makes it very irrelevant to me is the charges that you are even giving. You can't even substantiate. So then them want to meet in the first place. And how many times have I repeated the charges over here? So the case I'm in here like 2 months. It's almost 2 or 3 months. Was it still charges being found to meet him? They are weak charges.
The offensive conduct na
And I think I'm mobile to man and charges me van to me. I am did home. You know the better things you are doing.
But what something that you were part of from
more points where there see where more points where there.
Something that you were part of from the beginning, you cannot give us authentic charge, even one authentic charge. No, but you are not sure of what you are saying, so we cannot even based on that.
Oh, okay. ChatGPT,
charges this is me blame her, you know.
What we are asking.
No one can answer the permits relevant to me.
Hold on. First of all, ChatGPT among threat of death, publication of false news, and offensive conduct. Yes, and that was the first one. One of sections, number I know the sections. Section 207.
People have sent to over
section 207 and section 208. Those ones are used, and my main kind section 207 and section 208. Threat of death, no say.
All right, sure.
Section 74 of the Criminal Offences Act, and section 208 and section 207. Those are the charges. Okay. And during section 2, it was offensive conduct, conducive to breach of the peace. That's of section 207. Section 208, publication of false news with intent to cause fear or an alarm to the public. Okay, those are the two charges. Threat of death, no, 74, 75. I'll find out what. And those are the charges normally, and that's what I came to read.
I can share it with anyone. So
yeah, my kind of fabric.
Okay, you should walk around with these charges.
Kobe Boyana, you knew our first lawyer on the site. You knew our first lawyer at the airport. You knew our first lawyer to be called.
Threat of death, section 75. So, section 208, section 207, section 75. We have criminal offense that threat of death.
Sir, Kobe say Okita authentic charges, almost my say the same thing.
Question. Junior cannot take 50K and tell us that at the part this is unfair.
Oh, but what? It's an unfair comment to make. Case
unfair comment to make. Say,
it is very fair.
From day one, medical charges you over and over.
Mama minute,
Psychophy class or psychophy. But I don't think it's different from the sections now. My brother Behemian. Because I didn't buy me got some of the bars.
My cousin from La Secufi or no mechanic or Beba.
Also, the parent. Okay, also.
I didn't say Kufu, but I don't know. Yes, Miko just Fati ever discussing.
Mechanic say, answer a copy Bebano. I like, and there because of say Emma. Like somehow, some way, or didn't hunting, and everybody is all over saying this because I feel the chia boy and you soon.
Oh, we said the same thing at the beginning, and now they are some by now.
Because the tia Okasa made the more kind of mean to me, say, Adepa, the prosecutor need evidence to somebody prosecute a case, Here comes a na got to one in Yama air coso. So they also the evidence in a bar. Na prosecutor need to mean enough evidence at DSA, so delay it makes the case also weak.
Why not for the evidence? Question.
No, if offensive, offensive conduct conducive to breach of. And a second one, the publication of false news. And a third one, false communication. And one of
false communication section. Which section?
It was, you see, me and
electronic communication.
Are you saying, say, publication of false news? No, you mean so and Ghana.
Publication of false news. What can you
breach of the peace? No. I think I go be.
I'm surprised.
Publication of false news. No. Do you want explanation or you want to talk?
But
publication of false news. What you say? Let me explain this to you. Criminal law, right? Or offenses. It deals with elements. So elements near to me. Now when to be improved by Kokrana. It really in fact. Into publication of false news to connect kind to the full extent. Who leg na say yeah there's a video na yeah they attach and original so the charge and yeah e be fail no connect kind simple.
For my main kind publication of false news and chewina maybe we have Criminal Offences Act 208 publication of false news. A person who publishes or reproduces a statement or report which is likely to cause fear or harm to the public or to disturb the public peace, knowing or having reason to believe that the statement, rumor or report is false, commits a misdemeanor. One.
Into your own understanding. Him from how did he say almost to improve it?
Tobase. We are kind of them. 2. It is not a defense to charge under section 1 that the person charged did not know or did not have a reason to believe the statement, rumor or report was false, unless it is proved that prior to the publication, that person took reasonable measure to verify the accuracy of the statement, rumor, or report. Adepa, this is criminal 208. Adepa, I think it's almost sponsor and quite law. Make a quite law. I think I think
you don't get provision man boy law.
This is a law no. We say we go for classroom. No you break it down.
Condition your best sponsor. O me condition is there. Who say to legal wife there it was the best sponsor. Legal wife for there any.
Everyone say I know about can kind of guess sponsor and go English. That they can kind of begin kind of keke.
Yes. I just know what name I think some crime for recently really. May so may do a bit.
Oh, very says Kobe.
Kobe, I can't tell how you
count one no cry or say Cindy Emma Coulson, Queen Emma, age, memo age, no, hairdresser. Oh, Jesus Christ. That you in the month of April 2026 at Accra, within the jurisdiction of this court, without lawful authority, you uttered certain abusive words to wit. Princella is going to have a baby and it does not belong to Daddy Lumba. Also, she tried to terminate the baby but did not succeed. Princella, you should be steady or my people will come after you, and Ghana does not belong to you. And you have several boyfriends who are all married men with intent to provoke breach of peace or whereby the breach of peace is likely to be occasioned. Then particular count one. Minia. TV case na money on.
Jesus Christ.
Kobe, Kemi and dissect yourself. And until now, at the platform we, at the platform we know. At the platform we know, say, go for quiet choker in a bar, a baha, not intellectuals, never discuss. Kobe, Asama already, any 208 name in the medium. Or say, my people will come after you. This is disturbing public. That's a threat. That's public peace.
My people will come after you. Disturbing public peace. Hey,
What is that, Junior?
Junior,
What is public peace? Na me search what is public peace. What it means because at the say me can say
somebody feel unsafe.
Kwesi mananu.
This is disturbing public peace. Hey, monte
Adepa neighbor public peace adepa on say public peace enye say adepa wako fa megaphone and I say any statement adepa any statement you make adepa de mama reading chemo no be say bia me adwena me dey disturbing public peace often legally termed a breach of peace or is a legal offense defined as engaging in loud, abusive, or notorious behavior in a public space that unreasonably disrupts normal order, safety, and tranquility of an area that promotes others. Adepa, adewe, obi beka say, oh, a lawyer into the public peace. Also say, yeah, anything big. Adepa, this is the meaning of public peace.
Hold on. Why is public peace charge and wrong? Listen, and then
hold on. Mami explaining no man show. The name is true. I'm going to be marking a man combating any threat of harm.
Yes, I'm not going to charge wrong.
It goes to threat of harm, but Oman charge it. And I kept quiet. But the statement of public peace, no public peace, you can be public peace. Hold
on, number.
Because I'll make my men come after you and my people come after you. That's a threat of harm. But they didn't charge you. Blame your investigators and whatever. And fire now.
Public peace, listen, all Bempa already 208, 207, or say any person who in any
public peace
or kind of wrong in acting or section 207. Any person who is in any public place or at any public meeting uses threatening, abusive, insulting, or words or behavior with intent to provoke a breach of the peace, or where a breach of the peace is likely to be occasioned, shall be guilty of misdemeanor. See, the mechanics is here. No, look at the element in it. What's a public place? A public maybe a public place being or threatening call for. First question. Hold on.
Social media. And I just hope with independent squad. Like I say, public.
Listen. Rhetorical. Listen. Rhetorical.
There's no rhetorical.
Let me finish.
3,000 people watching here.
This is a public. This is a public forum. TikTok is a public forum.
Only explanation. So, the future. Oh
my God.
Woman can answer me.
What I'm trying to
public place.
I don't want prosecuting now.
Because more money panel is here for
public if the court listen. If the court want to define if there will be precedent, because when this act are read, most law there will be cases that the judges will try to define these things. I'm gonna try to follow. This will be what kind I know. Tell about the element in about craft failure. What you know. There will be cases that they will try to define what is a public place. Can they consider so? Are they will be one of them? What kind of social media? And, that's why I'm trying to build a point. I'm trying to get. The maybe busa a question. My busa question. I may try to come to answer. And now you're just jumping in. That's how you answer law question. You break it down because I saw about 4 elements. Ni now say ni now with me for failing. O me se ba kope. I don't know any adwuma. I'm breaking it down, say Konema, and when we want to after that we can establish say they are kind if it falls under this or not. Because it was public place, but they did break the peace. Next element, it my feeling. I say because law no, you have to be in the classroom to understand fully. I appreciate some reading here, but you need to break it down. And most sections now, you know that who reading this here, you will not get it. Once about read the cases now, president, I said I'm not defining say
offer definition now. Offer definition now. Wording. Wedding ne woman. Wedding ne woman. I was say Ufemia Ebia Mako.
Yes, who breaking it down?
It's me for paying all the weddings.
Yes.
Ne woman. Ain't me who are crying to be in the house.
That wedding, no crowd. One say, for example, if there's any person who is in the public place or at any public place uses threatening. It's only a first, stand, no. And for example, the case, no, because kinema in a public place, and then the argument can be said, even though no any public place physically, but on social media, no, you can consider it a public place because people are listening, and the people are listening. Yes, you can establish that. Then next, using abusive words, behavior with the intent to provoke the breach of the peace, and then they are about where the peace is likely to occasion. They are about the breach of the peace, no.
Okay, also your market, and I give you.
And the breach of no, that's one. How the breach of peace is likely to be occasion shall be good to almost like a two stand we say, okay. Almost like a two stand. The thing with when it comes to criminal, anything criminal, we know. Okay, all established and beyond reasonable doubt, and the standard of proof is higher than civil, no, which is the preponderance of probability and the balance of probability. Okay, it's not yen a bus animal, and yes, easily now I can say, oh, why is it? It's not for them.
If I ever say it's established before okay, they say no, your market and your mammy, you know, so far, your market public place. Yeah, market can I say abuse of words, right? So maybe so. Another day.
Abuse of words, breach of the peace.
Say public place 1, breach of peace 2.
Breach of peace. Time
yes, and as our public place in the crown, say ABS establish a precedent. Now say because who has any almost flame away now. Almost like say, I said, Alapa, event be an answer, no nipa will be a quackoye did no quackoye name of cross confusion, tokwesi. What I say? Oh, act now. That's the motive.
It's social media, your public place.
No, make us in your public place. It's now, if there will be the judge, for example, a judge, and I may interpret you, it's down, remember, say, president is a Niema or man for a public, a course commotion, amount of question. I know my name, Bisana, I know my issue a president. Now, the judge now, or oh, many lawyer, Miss Marco argue, say, my lord, even though it wasn't like physically in the public place, that is why issue maybe because of breach of peace. However, we can, with this modern world, we can consider the social media as a public place because I can't say a breach of the peace. I didn't see it, basa baby, what Nina would I say and we say because yes, and I will be into Minkasa, okay. Several you honor. The only criminal and prosecute criminal libel act. For time na jeje na de buy no person for bakata kuba akumunyane ko see practice yechichi omutum because of that okasa but for betrayal akufado to that time 2001 o betrayal no me fro and those things in ya akoshe defamation and bebre no attack could be personality ni ade nya akoshe defamation and to prove that there was offense and as be likely to cause an offense breach of the peace, disturbing the peace, no harm, all can. You need to establish that, well. It is a well enough strong case now. Court now. Yeah, about to agree. Send your market a some about to agree. That's the interpretation for the judge.
This is a question. I'm busy a question too. Now I trust some part.
Maybe bizarre question.
I wouldn't be a question. Sorry, future. When we talk about the public place, is it the rich? Is it the rich or you are just talking about the venue? Which one is more of a value?
Okay, it was also be a public, a higher public, what you are saying. You have OPS, a higher public park, higher public, we say public, you can't be a public.
So public place come with the venue and the rich, the rich, the people involved. It's not just the venue, say, National Theatre Kekeu. And social media, no. Listen. The rich are social media is way far than we.
I made that argument. You may explain one can. We can make that argument. Say public place in the which man make argument say because of say social media. But the next one is say because the breach of the peace.
The next question.
I'm breaching the peace. How would you know? Yes.
Future. The next one, the breach of peace. Explain it to us. Is it when the event has happened or an intent to cause the event.
But I think it covers both of them.
Yes. So the intent, even the intent to cause the event can be used against you when you say it. So me make you recording say you munko na munfa abanko bo obi a yemfa aba no mbo nimpa no be betumi ache me because obi betumi agina ma say
threat of harm. I can you use the wrong you know, threat of harm no.
They can choose whatever to apply.
No, they can choose what to apply.
Sometimes
the wrong thing.
One said case you're dismissing or no case no. One mostly no, or when you sue the wrong law and after the wrong act no, you better dismiss a case no. Okay, you better dismiss a case no. So who you sue?
Let's go to act count 2.
Who you sue wrong act? You better dismiss.
Count 1 no, it's a laughable thing. The count 2 no, so the same. False communication, contrary to section 76 of the Electronic Communication Act, 775-2008.
At 775.
The same as now, I'm saying Cindy in Accra, Prinsella is going to have a baby and it does not belong to Daddy Lumba. And she tried to terminate the baby but did not succeed. Prinsella, you should be steady or my people will come after you, and Ghana does not belong to you. And you have several boyfriends who are all married men with intention to endanger the safety of the said Prinsella Ofori. Count 2 no. False communication.
Let's deal with this one. It's the way put the fully under it perfectly.
False communication. What's it? Electronic Communication Act. Now section is in.
There is section 76 of the Electronic Communication Act 775-2008.
At 775.
Which falls under what she did.
I think that this people, if they want to have a case, they can go for section 74.
What evidence?
By false communication,
if they wanted to have anything, like most likely information. Section 74, and okay.
What is 76 in the coin?
There be one for 76 in the electronic criminal offences act 29 and I make on criminal charges mostly.
But in statement 2, maybe I know the coin.
What else electronic communication? I have an MBS also higher section 76.
76 of the electronic communication act 775.
And last charge, some say 3. Last charge and the
wait. I mean, last one, and I know what the account. And so a publication of false news, contrary to section 208(1) of the Criminal Code 1960 at 26.
At 29.
At 29, please.
Yeah, I don't know my Canada on 206, 207, 208. I don't know any actually said for 76 now. But I mean, the purpose of this thing, obviously, judges, they are aware of when things. I mean, that threat of harm, and I mean, I said that would have been more substantiable compared to the other ones, because that breach of the peace in any publication of false news, anyway, If there is, most people are multi-meeting of focus civil matters now. Most of you know it's element, you can apply there if you can there. Because omuta threatening go, I mean omuta can send fan call for I want to be my cause breach of the peace. Because I argue it is that in crown. Omuchi Broni Kasa teams IGP me a chain almost for lawyers be saying interest are acting transaction because they look like they want to abuse it. The position want to abuse it. Again, you see, are acting in floor. That section 287 because they are abusing the politicians and they do it all the time.
So it is the act that is supposed to be amended. But if they apply it, there's nothing wrong with it.
And apply it. No, so judge no so
yes, that is it. So you cannot say there's an opportunity to use it. Ekosi say asem no in the actually, but it doesn't mean say a laughable.
Entry. Your car what you want to say? Or ma say Prinsella. We know say the particular video and others are being pulled and will be sent to the police forensic lab for analysis. Case under investigation. That was it.
Yeah.
Was that the outcome of the Emma case? No.
If they say the case is under investigation, so
because so far
what I say,
me bar and boating ko. So far me bar, almost say they have no cases. Almost file no get. Almost got some prove it. And man, yeah. Because I heard say almost say civil side no. I mean criminal side no. Almost discontinuous.
I know my jabba. Me try to my jabba.
Is that not the case? Or are they waiting for court hearing and that's almost discontinuous case now? Uncle baby. Because that's what I heard about the criminal aspect, no. About say one of the meaning.
Oh, somebody will be a found criminal. Somebody, somebody, you sky bet your mom. They can only problem. Criminal, no. You about to go, and the cry about to go at it. Na ye no obviously they say Mr. Bempama on and I'm a video sinti say
when I'm about to go and I say court na about to go.
Oh court na me the head and court. I don't have the authority. And yeah, BBI okay my. Timini I think some case now hold it into some less na more less no. Munhwe mu ye na case no. Yes I need nipa court. Why?
My main kind 76, you see, I want to say the argument and I make us a public place near, you know. I want to say they know the reason why until Electronic Communication Act and the Cyber Security Act, this electronic systems to cover social media events in this animal. You know, you can go and make the argument. That's what I'm saying. There's a purpose, there's a reason why they make the Electronic Communication Act. Was it a person who by means of electronic communication service knowingly sends a communication which is false or misleading and likely to prejudice the efficiency of life-saving service or to endanger the safety of any person, ship, aircraft, vessel, vehicle. That act of vehicle commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of not more than 3,000 penalty units or to a term of imprisonment of no less than 5 years. But any person taken to know communication for some misleading, they not take reasonable steps to find. So basically, section 76 also open to first communication misleading and likely to prejudice the efficiency of life. Okay, I say OB or service to endanger the safety of any person or ship. I say can be sad no a bit to me. It's in danger no crowd. They put it in the way say false communication be I say BBC cause I'm trying to find an example. I no correct the offense and the likelihood of liable conviction. Because we have ships and aircraft and vessels and
nature. I didn't know kind of comma. Was there any comma anyway?
Yes, names.
Because I said okay, then I will see the to endanger the person's life.
Ship.
Yeah, so was there a comma before those other stars nearby? So if you put the bomber, that means a one statement too. So you need to read it. I can say a way is a separate entity. This can then we can break the issue down.
The false communication say maybe I could try or can't be any no cry. And you say be and you say be idea say be I say
no, I just wanted to read what you read.
Okay.
Break it down. Take your time and break it down.
Okay,
then we can see
a person who, by means of electronic communication, okay. So what is electronic communication? I say no more pen. So my
just continue.
Don't really send a communication which is false or misleading and likely to prejudice the efficiency of life. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Life-saving service. Life-saving service. The efficiency of life-saving service. For example, ambulance. If you be for ambulance, there's ambulance will like obi na one for ambulance. Maybe what sending BB or trying to say ambulance no papa and like obi can be ambulance no cry no nipa no onfre. Okay, obi wonya cardiac arrest and wonya accident be a pen. May example keko. What's the efficiency of life-saving service? Okay, a life service, ambulance service, another fire service, those things. Now, I'm just using an example. Or to endanger, so whatever sad in efficiency of life-saving service. The ambulance, the Ghana ambulance, maybe a JB fire service for walk catch fire service, another walk fresh, there be JB.
And I say, baby, she and no fire service. Oh, shit. No, it's a false publication. Both ways.
So what's a life saving service? Until they say, "Obi a fresh ambulance ahead show." Now after ambulance that can be an example, okay? Life saving service or to endanger the safety of any person.
That is also part.
Yeah, the safety is the same thing. I can say safety is all together. I don't want to say it's together.
No. Statement after statement. That's why I wanted you to read the thing so that we can break it down.
They are talking about safety. The word no safety, life saving safety.
No, the first statement you read, no. A service, a life, a service one. But way is an individual life until they can be.
Prejudice the efficiency of life saving service. Okay.
Yes.
Life saving service.
What is that?
Or to endanger the safety. Look at the word, no. Safety. Where the numbers are often safety.
Oh, what? There's something there. Or
yes, endanger
the safety of what?
Any public person. It is safety of any public person. Ship. Hold on. You so we really boom our better here. Ship.
No. There may be commas over there, but you let us know. Yeah, so if there's a comma, that means the first one is separate on its own, and the next one is also separate.
I mean, you don't understand the purpose. What the act listen together. What the act is trying to achieve, I think so. Let me put my light on. What the act is trying to achieve, is about safety of people. And you say be will be another. That's the point I'm trying to tell you about life-saving service. Or
you are explaining the thing in your own terms.
Of course, now but I'm explaining in one terms.
I'm also explaining how I understand it. And to who person
how do you understand it?
Because for the sake of argument, you want to do it for the sake
of how do you understand it? Okay,
there's separation of
no, they explain it. Yes,
but who person this statement in a boom?
No, or say our life savings, or say or what can be nema, or is another example nema. Okay.
Yes, it's another example. That's what I mean.
No, but Nina is all linked. It's all linked. Okay. Life saving service. My main command now the 1 so far. To endanger the safety of any person, ship. Okay, and then of safety of person, ship, aircraft, vessel, or vehicle, or the ships in the cars. Nina is about safety. That's the point I'm trying to let you understand. Okay, shift vehicle as an offense liable to several conviction. That's all. Because they are or no more than or can the unit somewhere near a cases now normally all form kakram or indictable offense liable for indictable high made than rape in the and I will somewhere near those minor crimes sometimes misdemeanor. Okay, and who had the whole thing that you understand what it's trying to achieve. Anything that endanger life or the ship on aircraft and vehicles cars never
or an individual.
Yes, and that's the point. It's just
about I'm endangering the life of that person.
Yeah, what because also of a threat of harm, and I say where even the command or criminal offenses are boom say your preparation, your command, your abatement, your offenses. No. They all say are there back all the are some charger. You have to give the right charge.
Future, who now doing said each lawyers will make their case. And who can pay say what to go? That means who as that you are making the case. And yes, as some maybe the pan of us only power argue the case. A argument. We are going to argue our case until on no offer that charge, only how bear argue to the judge to look at the fact or not, and to who's no abano, you also can't argue, say no, and yet the right thing, no, and to who to me, who to argue that you cannot just say
no, of course, but why do you think say your events, your be some color or advice, and then our some number for and I say,
lawyer do or grant on himself, Nimpano, I didn't why and so still or no court defend my wife on wedding. I didn't know him say why I did not can just say, I then why ain't
it?
why I didn't lawyers argue.
Hold on.
It's about arguments in the court of law.
You guys have been arguing for a while now. My okay. Pacho, why not I do so between home casa? I know by. And I do so between home casa.
I can find me better menu more. Better menu. Upon self for my geneto in a qua. A geneto for Mususi in a raya giant. Ya dansi ni akasa ye lawyer kasa ye
the pass is here two new platform we so. And the minister Bempire
no nyame ayebi na kwenema nyame nshira no de waya mama me se wanti nyame nshira a sacrifice I was sacrifice ya mama me se wanti nyame nshira nanka wo court first one na yebisa wo se wodi fo na wodi bem no ka obetimi aka se wodi fo na whatever charge ya de bebo no whatever punishment no enka waje no wakohwe wo mba nanso wo ye wadwen se ubegina ama no kware se de opie free court wo kan no ama wa go through all this back and forth na wo ja wo ma ho na wo ko the trauma everything you stood in for mama sewa de waya mama me sewa ntino ho nyankopon bebe bisa se obi wo kwen ema generation mu ami nhira no ana na washira ni pakro sedi washira mama sewa no nyame nhira mama ayi kwenema woni hanso menim sedi bia me ka kire nyame nhira no de obetimi ato ama me de nhira na me de nhira wo se wugina wo mudie mu ba bia koduru ye no naka obetimi agem but wo ye wadwen say you will fight to the end ampa anso nyame aso mu nyame ahira wo nyame ayi wo afrim de baba bia mu ne de criminal case kura no na ya slash ne off yi na your friend say obi be say civil case and na say defamation case de eno de ye jama yi your friend say nkoko asoso na de na ehu anyway no a na me de minim set wo keka say yeku obi ni ade ne kura no na ye de bebo so according to the ready wa hai eno nyina bi nim ntimi de nyame na me da na se na afi nso me se nyame nhira ema kwenema ane ne generation nyina amen
amen. Yo, you better, your sister, Inoba ask. So, question also, will be to be saying, yes, idea, but Pacho do on Casa. You do a question now. Now, I question. Hey, Mama, baby, Pacho there be.
And I may have to make a side. This me could garage.
I mean, a quick no, but me say. Just saying, yeah, some way come you said Tim legal wife you're stronger, sir. You're strong go. Just say Emma send me can call for yare pan. Yeah, 1 hour injunction cry, you survive here. It's no only saying in fact, you're true your boss. Na cake I cost we mo. You're true your boss here, and can you bet me didn't come in pa.
No dear, a young papa who say. Said they are now mokano. I say, asem no ye mane ya bebre na ase bibia ba na ne ya onti na de adane atemdidie. Na atemdidie no so no panimu bia ni ho na ase obi a me pese all pass on bia hu bia ni ho no obedru o platform ase na ya atemdidie obegina ho kra na watie de wo ka. I make sense no. Enti atemdidie ne de amwa yen. Si agitu musa ebeboa yen. Attemdidie no de yen cheche ya asemu na yen make sense so obi kan asem na ye fi said the all kan nya no kra yen bisa question na question na expose ni pakro no de o tie bia no be fam wadwen say response a nipa de ma question ya ebisa yi it doesn't make sense na wono wan wa yen analysis na wate asem na se e chen say ye bedi di atem bebre no de emwa yen and de honestly emwa yen.
That's your question why me to me be sawa me nuaba
Me kwacho
you ba say Queen Emma ni criminal case no court ni tugu ya na meboa.
Yes.
Na ama wani age pa anan.
Yes.
Enti nsia waje at uni me be ya adwen say court system no wo kan wa asem ye ya na edi asem ma ananya sa.
Meni wo be ya adwen kwa bi so meni wonya adwen ni nyina so.
Na ka kwa mi so.
Se who be same me se me no be ya adwen right. So I'm telling you, say me no be ya adwen.
What's some of kano any be jina so.
No, it's not all the time. It's na me ka say me no be ya adwen kwa bi so. Meni wonya adwen kwa bi so.
Me be bold you be why. Me be bold you see mama you.
And no ba o dey near pick and choose.
Oh yeah, even krom here kra no. She corruption.
E kwa ma odi a eye ma ba kwa ma odi.
No, kwasi. Ma all the thing na me ma explanation why I make say. Me nye wo ya adwen kwa bi so, me ne wo nya adwen kwa bi so. Ade bia ni wo no ma totality. Even krom here kra no. Edru ba bia enye ma nko yesa. So ti ase. And edru ba bia enye ma ko ye but the entire na ye ka say Ghana ye corrupt ne say. The percentage you know is higher, way too high. It does not mean say 100%, right?